All right, so walk me through your last fight in Valkyrie and what was going through your mind when you locked up that submission.
So what was going through my mind is I wanted to I wanted to win the fight in the first round, which I did, but I wanted to win by knockout. That didn't happen. I ended up submitting her in a rear naked choke.
Mhm.
I had her against the cage, so when she had her back turned, I jumped on her back and I put my hooks in and I got the rear naked choke in. While I was choking her, she slammed me on my back and we kind of flew through the air and it made like a really loud noise. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I held on as tight as I could because I was like, I didn't want to lose. I thought we were almost in it as she like, because it was just like in the air. It was really fast, hard.
Mhm.
Everybody was like, whoa. And I held on to the choke and I just squeezed and within like a minute and 30 seconds, I submitted her and I just felt so happy and because it was just all hard work and I was just very proud of myself.
Mhm. Yeah, as you should be. What inspired you to originally start MMA?
My mom was my inspiration because she put me in MMA when I was 3. I started with Taekwondo and then I transitioned into MMA. When I was younger, I went to an MMA school called Tap Out and I started wrestling with Kevin Randleman and I was doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu and then I stuck with it and realized that's what I want to do with my life.
Mhm. So, how do you balance your personal life and your training life?
My personal life and my training life. I try to have a balance. I don't really have a balance. I'd say I'm always working or training. For me, for fun, I like to go to like the gym, like EOS. I'll work out with my friends, but I'm constantly always in the gym training. So like, and I work late nights. I'm a cocktail waitress, so I'll
Mhm.
work from like 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. But I'll always get up in the morning at 11 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and train all day. So
Mhm.
I just train all day during the day and then I work during the nights. And since I'm a cocktail waitress, for me, it's like, it's fun. That's my social life.
Mhm. Can you walk us through your training regimen leading up to a fight?
Yes. Uh,
Okay, so can you walk us through your typical training routine leading up to a fight?
yes. So my typical training leading up to a fight, um, I'll train from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Dewey Cooper's BKMMA, and then I'll go to Extreme Couture from 3:30 to 4:30. And I also have my teammate Angela MVP. She helps me with my sparring and my training. I'll also do a lot of cardio at the gym. I'll try to get in like 2 miles a day. So I'll train from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m and then I'll try to get 2 miles in. And then my nutrition, my wonderful nutritionist, Paulina, she helps me. And then I'm trying to like make sure I'm eating certain foods, getting a gallon of water in a day. And then on top of the training, I'll go to work at night. But I'll also do my fight camps, as in I'll do like a circuit and I'll just spar like 3 people, different positions at a time, and just work on certain positions that I need to work on leading up to the fight.
Hmm. You said you train at Extreme Couture. How's that like? Very, very good gym.
Yeah, I my main gym is BK MMA with Dewey Cooper, but I do train at Extreme Couture as well. I really love both gyms. Extreme Couture, there's a lot of bodies there, and there's a lot of professional UFC fighters there, so it's really good to get that experience, getting it, being able to train with them and spar. Um, Same with Dewey's. He's very good on like the technique, and he's very persistent and like very like he corrects all the little things that like I don't notice, and he just perfects everything. So I really, really enjoy both gyms.
Yeah, I've seen Dewey Cooper put in some work with fighters, and it's always like he always brings a different energy. So I really, really like seeing Dewey Cooper's training footage.
Yes.
How did you originally meet Dewey Cooper and know that that was the right coach for you?
I've always known who Dewey Cooper is. And then I was at Extreme Couture sparring and I saw him there and I told him to be at your gym starting next month. And then he's like, perfect. I got his Instagram, his information. Within one day of me like training with him, I knew this is the gym I want to be at. He just has a different vibe, different energy than I've ever. He's like a person I feel that I can trust and I feel comfortable with. Um, he's always saying things like, doesn't matter how you feel, it's about what you do. And like he's always very motivational and always, hard work, no shortcuts, stuff like
Mhm.
that. He's very persistent. He cares about his fighters, and I hope to be his first world champion as female.
Mhm. Yeah, me too. What do you think are the most important qualities for MMA fighter to have?
Discipline.
Yeah, so I mean, going back to like integrating with discipline, what motivates you to be in the training room every single day?
The UFC belt. Being able to help my family, support my family. Um, Honestly, that's what motivates me every day. Is just like I believe a lot in manifestation and visualization. So I'm always visualizing myself. Like every day I'll put I am a UFC fighter on my
Mm,
mirror, my bathroom mirror, and I already believe I'm a UFC fighter. I know that it's gonna happen. Before a fight, I'll manifest for the fight. I'll manifest the win. I imagine myself there already. I believe like what you think you create. So for me, it's really just to help support my family. I just want to make them happy.
mhm. Yeah, I agree. I think manifesting is a great tool. It's definitely Conor. Everybody who's made it has talked about it before. I love Conor McGregor
Yes.
has really dived into it. I think one of the most.
Yes, Conor McGregor says what you think and you imagine it will happen. It's reality. So like Conor
Yes.
McGregor, he's very good at yeah. Everybody who talks about manifestation, visualizing, they're always usually they know something.
Yeah. What has been your most challenging experience in your MMA career, and how have you overcome it?
Honestly, I would have to say probably trying to work a job and training full time. That can be kind of difficult because trying to like support myself financially and trying to like train. I don't know, it's just that would probably be the hard aspect of it, but I know in the end like it'll all be worth it. So I would have to go with probably trying to multitask both a job and a career.
Mhm. What advice would you give other women that are just starting MMA?
Not Don't get distracted, stay focused. um it's not always about winning. There's always going to be some losses, but everything's not really a loss. It's a learning experience. So I feel like everything happens for a reason. And the best advice I would say is so honestly is to keep so my mom, she said the best advice is for me, and I always stuck with it, is to keep it in the ring. So no matter how I'm feeling, no matter how angry, I don't get into bad trouble or bad stuff because I keep it in the ring. I don't let my
Mhm.
emotions get out of whack, but I try not to have any distractions, like no boys, no parties, nothing like that. I just try to keep everything in the ring and stay focused and stay disciplined because I know in the end it'll all be worth it as long as you keep trying and don't give up.
It's a great mentality to have. You're definitely going to go places with that mentality.
Thank you.
How do you stay on top of your nutrition and weight management, and what role does that play in your performance?
Oh my gosh. So I stay on top of my nutrition because of my nutritionist, Paulina, who's probably like the best nutritionist I've ever met in my life. She's also a fighter as well. So I drink a gallon of water a day. And then on top of the gallon of water a day, I also try to watch what I eat. And I know like I'm supposed to like meal prep and eat certain foods every 3 to 4 hours. So I try to eat very clean. My favorite food is eggs. It's like the best protein. I always feel full off eggs, so I eat a lot of eggs. But I always try to get a gallon of water a day. Um, and I try to eat clean because but trying to cut weight last minute, it sucks. It's better just to eat clean, be disciplined, and then you're fight ready. So you don't have to cut any weight. Because some people will cut a lot of weight for a fight, and it's better to be ready than to get ready.
Yeah. How much water weight are you usually cutting?
Um, 5 to 10 pounds.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
What are your future goals in the sport, and what steps are you going to take to achieve them, and how like what's the time frame you're giving yourself?
In the next 1.5, 2 years, I plan on being 2 years max. I plan on being a UFC world champion. That's my goal. I already believe I am in my head. I'm giving it about a 2 year frame. Right now, I'm still amateur, but I do know that I'll be pro, and I do know I'll make it into the UFC, and I do know that I'll be the next world champion.
How many more amateur fights until you plan on going pro?
Um, I'm not too sure. I'd say no more than 7, maybe less than 7. I don't know, 4 to 7.
And how, like, what's the time frame you think? How
So
active do
I'm
you want to
almost
be?
22. I plan on going. I plan on being pro. By the time I'm 24 years old, I'll be in the UFC.
Okay. Who's your favorite UFC fighter right now?
At the moment, it would be. Oh my goodness. I don't have a favorite fighter that's currently fighting at the moment. My favorite fighter is always going to be Ronda Rousey. I
Mhm.
love Ronda Rousey. She's no longer in the UFC, but she is my one of my favorite fighters for sure. She's one of the people that made me really get into fighting. So I would have to go with Ronda Rousey, even though she's not a
Mhm.
fighter anymore.
What about your favorite fight that you've ever watched?
Oh, I would have to say probably Anderson Silva's fight when his shin broke, because that was
Oh,
a crazy fight, and I can
mhm.
never forget that.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do outside of MMA?
Favorite thing to do outside of MMA, honestly, it would be going to go work out, or if I wasn't an MMA fighter, my other favorite sport is dance. I love dance. I danced in high school. If I wasn't an MMA fighter, I'd probably be a professional dancer or something.
Mhm. How old were you when you realized that you wanted to go down this road and become a professional mixed martial artist?
I was 6 years old.
6. Wow.
Yes,
So did
I
you
was
like
at. Sorry.
did you even say that in elementary school when your teachers asked you what did you want to be when you grew up?
Yep, I told them I want to be a UFC fighter
Wow, that's
when I
so
was in
cool.
elementary school.
All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate the interview.
Thank you. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be at the. Do you think that you would fight out at the next Valkyrie event?
Yeah, they're trying to get me on the July card. If they have an opponent for me available, I'll be there in July, and hopefully I'll see you there.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, thank you.
Perfect. See
Bye.
you
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you.